what is target costing? Now, to put it in simple terms, target costing is the cost a company or manufacturer is prepared to uh, bear for the cost of a product or service. Now, the cost is prepared to bear. Let me use this example. Let's say we have iPhone 13 Pro Max and Samsung Samsung S21 Ultra. Let's say that is it. Now, if you look at here, Samsung Galaxy S6 X21 Ultra is 625 US dollars at eBay. So when you check the price, it's 625 US dollars. Now, when you check the iPhone, it's 630 US dollars. Now, why would a company decide to use target costing? There are several factors. The first one is there is competition. There is competition. Two, the manufacturer is a price taker. What this means is that since there is the competition, uh, the competition is based on price, and the market with availability of several substitutes, the manufacturer cannot increase price exponentially. Consumers will switch to other products. The next thing is there is available similar substitutes, right? Okay, and the last one is there is price elasticity. What this means is that if the price of the product increases by a significant margin, demand will drop by a huge margin. Since companies are aware of all these factors, they need to also compete based on price, because when you look at 630 for iPhone 13 Pro Max and Samsung S21 Ultra, you realize that the price difference is only $5, right? So these two products are competing based on price. Now, if iPhone increases its price to say 708 or $800, consumers will switch to S21 Ultra and have the same experience that they will get from iPhone. So what should the company do? Now, what the company is going to do is what we are studying as target costing. So before a company will come out with a product, they will survey the market and look at similar products that consumers can switch to and have the same level of satisfaction. So when they obtain the price, then they will determine their profit margin and the cost that they are prepared to bear in producing that product. Great. So let's take it for instance. The market is hovering around 630, which is 625, 630. So the price determined is 630 US dollars. Now the company will ask itself that what is our profit margin? Remember, for any product price, it is going to your your total cost plus your percentage margin, right? Then when you take this total cost, you are going to have material cost, you are going to have labor costs, okay? We are going to have expenses, direct expenses, and we are going to have your overheads. All of these will come together to form your total cost. Then you add your, so this will be your total variable cost, right? Then you get your total fixed cost. So your total fixed cost plus your total variable cost will give you your total cost. Great. Then after that, you add your profit margin. So if the company looks at the price of the product at 630, then they will look at your margin. Let's say their margin is 30%. So 30% times 630. So 30% times 630 times 630. Okay, so that will be 189 US dollars. Let's subtract your profit margin from so 630 minus 189. That will give us 441. So that is the total cost. So this is the cost. The 441 is the cost that Apple, the cost that Apple is prepared to bear. So Apple is prepared to bear $441 to produce or to manufacture 13 Pro Max. Right. Okay. So if Apple is prepared to bear 441, then this will inform several decisions, right? This will inform several decisions. So here they will come out. The first thing they are going to consider is the material. What kind of material? Type of material to use for the product. So for 13 Pro Max, can we use uh, Gorilla Glass? Are we going to use Gorilla Glass for the screen, or we are going to use a rubber glass? We are going to use a rubber for the screen. So they are going to consider the type of material. Then they are going to also consider what kind of rubber product are they going to use, a metal for the case or for the cover of the product, or they are going to use a polyester or a rubber for the back. So that will inform all the type of material they are going to use. Then they are going to consider the type of labor. So here, this is where most of the companies in America are subcontracting to China, China and say Taiwan. Do you know why? Because cost of labor is expensive in the US. And so if the cost is very expensive, they will consider subcontracting in order to reduce the labor cost. Then they are going to look at the direct expenses and the overheads. So if they subcontract all of this, then the labor cost of direct expenses and overheads will be curtailed. So basically, what target costing is saying is that go to the market, go to market, find the competing product and prices. Then you determine price of your product, right? When you determine the price, you subtract percentage margin from price. So the rest is the target costs the manufacturer is prepared to uh ma- is prepared to bear for the product. Is prepared is prepared to bear for the product. So that is a basic explanation of what target costing is about. If you like the video, like and subscribe to the channel as well as share. Leave me a comment at the comment section.